Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. In today's video, we're going to be going through the dimensional stones, whatever it's called, to get your dimensionals from a friend for a month. I went and did it on stream on this account, so I just wanted to go through how it works, the process of it, talk a bit more about a few more things that people have been commonly asking questions about with it. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, I'm in editing and I just remembered I forgot to say this. Now, you do need to borrow these dimensionals off of your friends. So if you are looking for some, I'm going to set up a channel in my Discord that is going to be like dimensional friends or something like that. If you need someone and you don't have a friend that can lend you one of these guys, you can jump into my Discord and apply there. Just don't spam the general chat and stuff with it. If you have them and you have some free, like you can lend them out to some people who need them, just jump over there and you can go be a good community member because the AFK community is sick, and you can lend them out to some people because I'm sure there's some people who have full friends lists of friends that have already got all the dimensionals. So if everyone can share around, 5 people on their friends list that don't have them yet, just out of the kindness of your heart, it'd be really nice. So like I said, that'll be over in Discord. Just don't spam the general, just go there, post if you need someone, and hopefully someone can find you. Just wanted to put that in there because I know there might be a lot of people on newer servers who just have full of friends on newer servers and they might be looking for it. The good thing is friends are cross server, so hopefully we can sort everyone out and make everyone enjoy this feature. Okay, so when we were on stream, I went into my friends, went into the garrison, went to the exchange, and as you can see, I've exchanged for 100 tokens. Now, one thing to note about the 100 is I did like as many guild coins as I could do, as many challenger coins as I could do, and then as many hero coins as I could do, and I was just trying to fill the rest out with labyrinth coins. Be careful not to do like that and then just try and fill the rest of the 100 with labyrinth coins and just let it plus as far as it'll go, because it doesn't actually stop. You've got to calculate it because its stopping point is at 200, not at 100. So you've actually got to add them up and make sure you go exactly 100 before you exchange. Otherwise you could get screwed by that. Anyway, moving on from that, then you basically just select the hero like this. Once you have the 100 stones, you click apply. Now I had my free to play account that I went and borrowed it from. I logged over to my free to play account. I just hit lend. Now the interesting thing to note is that on the free to play account, which I'll just jump over to quickly, when you jump into your friends, you go to the mercenaries and then you go to the top right corner. You can click it, and once you lend that hero, I got myself 40 friendship points. But the thing to note is you can actually click this button if you want to make it easier. You go to the garrison one and you go to manage, and this auto approve button, you can click that, meaning anyone that applies to you, they automatically get it lended. Keeping in mind you can only do each hero 5 lends, so just keep that in mind, and you're capped out at 200 friend points. But hey, 200 friend points a month ain't bad. You get 2 10 pulls. With some of my rates, you're looking not too bad. Anyway, let's jump back over to the other account now. Okay, and so with the irons that I got, as you can see, you can remove gear, it's essentially like your hero. So if we go over here and like, it doesn't even show here, like it's essentially your own hero. It's just, you've got to lend it all the time. So I did get it like this. As you can see, you can unfuse it like this, same old thing. I'm tipping once the month is over, he will become unfused. And then you have to lend again, and then you'll just redo the fusion. It won't cost you anything. The gear and artifact will go back in your bag, and the whatever signature item investment you did to him and furniture will stay tied in. So if we just then go here again, do this, yada, soul fusion, happy days. Now we're fused. It's working like a normal dimensional, which is really nice. The other good thing, and this is what I wasn't sure about, is if we go into heroes and we go into portraits, it actually counts as you obtaining the hero as well. So this counts towards your level cap on your crystal. So you can get these guys, and it gives you, because once you get to everyone to 240, each character that you have ascended increases the level cap by 5, so it actually counts towards that too. So someone starting new can lend every dimensional and actually increase their level cap to the same point as anyone else in the game. So that was a really nice feature that you can get. I did actually get my story gems as well. It's not there anymore, but I did actually get to collect the story gems as well. So when we look at it and we go over in here, like I said, he starts like this. Now I invested it for, like, this is my currency. So once again, you can invest just like any other dimensional, you can do it. Like I said, it's essentially your hero, except you've just got to re-land it every month. Now, still unsure. We'll have to wait and see. I'm assuming once you do the six rents of it, and then it doesn't cost you anymore. I'm assuming every month you still will have to do it. I feel like that's how the way they'd have to get around it legally. I'm not too sure. If it comes and then you don't have to, happy days, but pretty much it's no issue if you don't. Now, there was one thing that we discussed, and I just want to go through it quickly. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. With the exchange. So if we go over here and we go to the garrison, so when we go to the rules, it says here, the players can loan out one mercenary hero to a maximum of 5 friends, with each loan period lasting 30 days. Players can reapply to hire a hero when there are 30 or fewer days remaining. So technically, I could get myself another 100 of these, because I can in the exchange, and hire that Irons again. There is no benefit to doing this, in my opinion. You're just wasting resources early. If you do 2 exchange 1 month, 2 exchange the next month, and 2 exchange the next month, yes, you won't have to pay again the next month, but you've just wasted those resources. Say you used lab coins, you could have been using those lab coins to, at the same time as renting Irons, you could have been using the other half that you used to get Arthur or get upgrades for the signature item. So basically never garrison a hero until the time is up, because there's no point. You've still got to reapply for it. It's not really getting you anything any sooner. So that's the basic. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Just don't reapply until the time is done, is basically the gist. You're better off to hire 2 or just hire 1 and use those other resources for something else. Just make sure that come the next month, you've got enough resources to go ahead and hire again. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So as we move on from that, like I said, it's pretty simple. You go ahead, dimensional link, all the standard stuff. For newer accounts, so as you can see, I got my Irons. I linked it to my Aioli, because Irons is a beast. However, if you're at this sort of, chapter 22, it doesn't work. You really do need the investment. So you're not going to be able to just pick up an Irons and dominate. Because if you look over here and we look at my best cloth gear, as you can see, it's pretty trash. Whereas my best plate gear, it's all on faction. We've got 25 signature item. So yeah, you're not gonna pick up an Irons at this sort of stage and then just go ruffle stomp. So what I think is, and we are going to do a challenge once Abyssal is over. I'm going to set up a challenge. We'll pick a server number. Once that server opens, we can have a race and we can all just do Irons pushes. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Trust me. You want to get involved. It's going to be fun. Everyone's just going to rent Irons and just dominate. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But yeah, so Irons, once again, if you're starting a fresh account, basically, I'd pick up an Irons as soon as you can, and then work on getting him upgraded, but also work on getting Arthur. I'll make a whole video about early progress once we actually do it. But I just think having him and Arthur both is going to be amazing. And because you're not using a hell of a lot of resources, like I showed in my previous video, you're going to be able to build them both at the same time and then have them both ready. And then once you've got that sort of covered, you've got their signature item sorted, then you can look at starting to rent Albedo as well, and you can progress like that. But basically on a new account, I just save all your signature item upgrades and stuff like that for Irons, and hopefully you can just stomp. I still think Damon's a good option as well. Aioli's not bad, but I'm keen to test out an Irons push, because it's just cool that we can get it. I think it's from like chapter 5, the feature unlock, chapter 5 or 6, the feature unlocks. So it's going to be really, really handy for a lot of people. And like I said, I'm looking forward to starting a fresh account and actually doing this, because I think it's going to be just incredibly, incredibly fun. And the final thing that I wanted to mention is that people noticed that Queen and Joker are not available for the lending, the garrisoning. Me personally, I haven't spoken to anyone at Lilith to confirm this yet. I don't think they've posted it publicly yet either. My assumption is that it's purely because they were so recent. So they don't want to make it more viable to not exchange them and wait for this garrison system. Then so I feel like every time there's a new dimensional, they might wait like 2 or 3 months before they come in. That's just my personal theory, because otherwise, instead of spending all that free-to-play currency to get them and saving it up and hoarding, people will just wait till the end of it. And if they go straight into this system, then they'll go, okay, I'll just get them cheap for a month. You know what I mean? It ends up costing you more overall, but it lets you save those resources in the short term. So I think that's what they're doing. I'd assume it'd be maybe 1, 2, possibly 3 months. after the exchange is finished for a dimensional before they come into this feature. I just think it's a nice balanced way to, you know, reward those players with longer use who, you know, actually went through the event and stuff like that. That's just my vibe. Anyway, I think that covers just about everything from it. It's essentially your own hero. The only question that remains for me is, after the 6 months of lending, do they actually just stay with you and you don't have to lend them again, or do you have to keep lending them every month? But it's really nice when we go in here and it's you've just essentially got them. And as you can see, they don't even show as a normal mercenary here, like the mercenaries. It's essentially your hero. You just gotta have that friend, any friend with that hero that can lend it to you. I think it's absolutely fantastic myself. And like I said, keep an eye out for that challenge we'll do after Abyssal. Gonna be a bit of fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.